Hey you guys, what's up? It's me, PhiL again, and I am very excited about this special edition of Kickin' It with PhiL, a heated discussion special edition. It runs all the way from April 9th to May 15th. You don't want to miss it. In this special edition, I get to kick it with every cast member, including the director, Ben Guillory. You don't want to miss it. All of the information is right here, the RobeyTheatreCompany.org. Let's kick it! Woo! Hi you guys, I'm PhiL. Welcome to my channel, Kicking It with PhiL. Like, share, and subscribe, and get that notification bell. Shoo! Look at that. Just wanna know. You remember yesterday? No more games.
You got that, got what? Got milk? No. You know, that dude. Oh, got PhiL. Yeah, got PhiL. Yeah, got PhiL. PhiL. Yeah, got PhiL.
Running class, school and let out. Substitute teacher.
Hey you guys, what's up? It's me, PhiL again, and I am so excited because I get to kick it with the cast of a heated discussion, and this is just so exciting, and the show is already playing from Thursday through Saturday at 8 p.m. and a Sunday matinee at 3 p.m. Check out the details right here. And tonight, I am getting to kick it with my really good friend who's an actress. You might have seen her in Stompin'. Oh, wow. And
Sinbad.
oh, wow. And you even did a little teaching.
I've taught with the Prison Project.
The Prison Project, with the Prison Project, and
Yeah.
now she is starring in a heated discussion. This is an incredible actress and friend. You give it up for Quonta Beasley. Quonta, oh wow, I'm just so happy that you are here.
I'm glad to be here.
Wow, you just all that. I want the people to just find out a little bit how you got started.
Oh, how I got started.
Because we sort of found out that we sort of have some same sort of roots.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Oh!
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm from Illinois originally.
Yes.
I started acting in high school, took my first class.
Mhm.
I took it because I wanted to kiss a boy on stage.
Oh.
And, it was weird.
Okay.
But I was like, oh, I like this acting thing, so let's
Yeah.
just stick with it. And I ended up going to college for it. I moved to New York fresh out of undergrad, like had $500 in my little Dodge Daytona car.
Wow.
That's it, just kind of went to New York.
Wow.
And I said, okay, if I last 3 months out here, I'm good. But I ended up lasting 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good. Got jobs and did the whole hustle flow thing, and then went to school in San Diego to continue, the training in acting.
Wow.
And then just bounced back and forth for a while and then landed in LA.
Wow, wow. Well, do you remember what it was that got that bug? I mean, that guy, you was you want to do, but then when you really were on stage, then did you say, because that drew you.
It drew
and
me.
then, but
It
then
got me
you
there.
got that, then you could be gone. But it was something
Yeah.
that kept you there.
Yeah, because the guy, he transferred to another school, and I was like, oh, well, but I still like this acting
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I like being on stage, and I was kind of shy, as
Yeah.
a teen, like lots of actors are shy.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I get to like have another voice and be another character and be kind of wild.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
people don't know me to be wild, so
Wow.
I get to be wild. But the bug bit me in college.
Wow.
And I was working behind the scenes on a chorus line,
Mm.
and I'm watching all these beautiful dancers and singers take the stage, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I can do that. Like the song in the, I don't know if you've seen it, but the song in the play says I can do that. And I'm like, I go home every night singing, I can do that too. I know I can. And so I just really, buried in and started studying, and took all the classes, became
Wow.
a major, and just, kept
Wow.
going.
And what about your family? Are they supportive?
Oh, they are now.
Yeah, because a lot of parents.
Yeah, Midwest. So
Yeah.
a lot of parents are like, "What are you doing? Why aren't you majoring in business or communication or something?" But I was the first in my family to go to school, college. Yeah, so had expectations, but once they saw me on stage for the first time, they were like, "Oh, there's some okay,
Wow.
okay." So
Wow.
they supported me while I was in New York and
Yeah.
struggling and helping out with things.
What's it like on the grind of pursuing this career?
Oh, it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
It's really just discovering who I am, finding my own voice, discovering the way that I want to do the work,
Yeah.
because there's plenty of people who tell you how you should be doing it. This is the path, this is the track. But really discovering, okay, this is my pace. This is the way that I want to work and do this, and it has to be fun.
Wow.
It has to be joyous. Otherwise, why am I going to do it?
Yeah.
You know?
There's a lot of artists and actors or performers that think that, if it doesn't happen in a year,
Oh, no.
I'm out of here.
Oh, that's just a setup for failure.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's like, people know what I was told along the way is if you just keep going, something's bound to happen.
Wow.
Something has to happen. That's like the law of the universe. You put the energy in, it has to come back out.
Wow.
So, yeah, it might not be a year. I've been at this for a long time.
Yeah.
And, I stopped counting it like that a long time ago. And I just said, I'm just happy to get what I get.
Yeah.
And whatever I get is meant for me.
Yeah.
And if somebody else gets that's meant for them. And it allows me to relax and enjoy life a little bit more.
Has it ever been a day, though, that you said, Quonta, what are you doing?
Please, man, every day. That was so funny because right before I went to grad school, I was talking to my roommate who went to grad school at the same time for acting. And we said, if I put 1/10 of the energy into any other career that I put into acting, I would be a millionaire by now. It's 365 we're thinking about this. We spend money, you know the story, the actor's story. So it's like, but I do it because I love it and I'm called to do it. And that's what it is.
Do you have a favorite character that you've played? What's your favorite character?
Well, I do like the witches and all that. But yeah, I played a lot of different. I loved Ophelia, mostly because she was so far from who I was at the time. It really gave me a chance to just, meet the character, transform, dig into me, and find the places where we don't quite match. I'm like, I'm not about to just go walk into a pond and just die.
Wow.
Didn't even try to swim away or nothing. So, but I had to find that place in me that would do that. So I really loved the stretch of playing her. And it was a physical production at the Classical Theatre of Harlem. And that director, he was, just threw us to the wall and said, you need to be like jumping off the stage. You need to be sweating. It's Shakespeare, so it's visceral. So yeah, it was a very physical experience.
When some people go into some characters, when they play like the Joker, sometimes they go to a whole dark place. Have you ever been in one of those things that you couldn't sort of snap out of?
Oh, well, that was Ophelia. Yeah,
wow.
That's why I called on her the most.
Wow.
I've been calling her for a long time. But because I had to transform my whole mentality.
Wow.
And that actually said, I think I need to get some more training after this assistant. I can't let her go.
Ooh.
I stayed with her through the whole rehearsal process. Yeah. And when we opened, we would have our days off. And once I tried to let her go, and it's like, the show was a mess the next day. I'm like, no, I need to stay with her. And she stayed with me probably for like a year afterwards, just, remnants of her.
Wow.
But definitely she stayed. And I had to, you have to process to let these things go. But now I have the training and the tools to step into these characters and to let them go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you're from you did the New York, you're getting back in Los Angeles, and you are starring in the play, A Heated Discussion. Tell us about your character.
Oh, my character, yes. Ida B. Wells. I love Ida B. Wells. I grew up in close to Chicago, so we know all about Ida. I grew up listening and hearing about her, and I saw her picture. When I first saw her picture, when I was younger, I saw her eyes, and I'm like, she looked like my auntie or something, like my cousin or something. I know those eyes so well. And then you learn a little bit about them when in Black history, learn a little bit more along the way. But in this show, I got to learn so much just to be with her and take in her soul and learn all the little details about her dating life, or like she bit a conductor, who tried to drag her off the train when she, was riding in the wrong section. But just her strength and her courage and I mean, that's for a lot of these characters, but for her specifically, it's what she passed on in order to be with the people. She was a woman of the people.
Wow.
So, I mean, people made offers to her and said, hey, don't talk about that lynching thing. You're hot right now.
Wow.
So here's some money to just tour and we'll write what you should say.
Yeah.
I just learned about that. And she turned it down. She's like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm talking about lynching and I don't need your money. So I'm here for the people. This is what I'm about.
Wow. How does that make you feel? I mean, are there characteristics of her that are you growing from, or is something that you two have also that makes you like, wow, I feel you, sister?
I actually wrote a list of similarities and dissimilarities between us. And the similarities are, yes, I do feel a sense of justice and truth in everything that I do, however it shows up in my own personal life. I do feel like fighting for the common man and speaking truth to power, those kinds of things. And, you know, she was a woman who was doing it when no other women were out there. You know, it was a strange thing to see a Black woman on the lecture circuit being articulate. She polished herself into something that was undeniable, that you could not deny her. You know, and so what it takes for a Black woman to be recognized and seen and sometimes still passed over, you know, that's something I really related to. Just, you know, I came up from, you know, Nowheresville, well, not Nowheres, you know, Rockford, Illinois. I don't want to bash Rockford, but came from Rockford, Midwest, and just said, hey, I have no support, I have no money, but I'm going to do this thing. And, you know, I have a mission and a vision, and it's larger than acting, and it involves so many other things like teaching and bringing back things to the people that it's like, you know, people talk against you all the time, and you just have to learn how to be, you know, focused and reach for the dream.
Wow, there was something that you said you did some recording. Remember you told me you did the little recording? I said, wow, and that was a little connection. Tell them a little bit about that.
Oh, the recording of the
it was a family.
Yeah, because I was trying to find the way that Ida B. Wells speaks. There's no recordings anywhere of how none.
Wow.
I looked everywhere in the museums and you know, and there's nothing because she died in 31. But I just figured, well, maybe her last few speeches, something, but there's nothing. So I just kind of did a hodgepodge of like Mississippi meets an educated Black woman meets elocution classes because she took elocution classes to be prepared to speak. So I tried all that and I said, you know, I'm not quite sure if that's quite it yet either, but when I went home last year, I recorded my family who's from Mississippi, which is where
and that's why I said my dad's from my dad's from Alligator, Mississippi.
My father's from Macon, Mississippi. That's where you're talking about.
Wow.
Yeah, so Mississippi has a very distinct sound, different from the rest of the South. And so I said, I need to have this Mississippi sound with the turning of the URs in a special way, like touring, you know, like touring instead of turn. But I recorded my family talking. They didn't know it. You know, they were just all gathered together. And it was just like laid back, kicking it, talking about coons and animals and, you know, shooting alligators in the park. And, you know, what life was like back in Mississippi. I'm like, oh, this is classic. I got to use this. So I was able to pull it up and listen to it just to get the rhythms of Miss Ida.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it. And you guys,
actors do.
I love it. And you guys get to see it. I told you it's Thursday through Saturday at 8 p.m., a Sunday matinee at 3 p.m. All the details are right here. And I just want to say this right now. Quonta, thank you for kicking it with me.
Well, thank you for kicking it with me too.
It's a different PhiL featuring Remember Yesterday,
You remember yesterday.
the cool It's Just Like,
The star.
the beautiful Summertime Rain,
Watch me
a tribute Baba Lee, That's Why, and a special hidden track, Feeling It, a different PhiL. The acoustic set, available on all music platforms.
The boogeyman has been released. They know what it's called, but they don't know where it is, how people get it, if it's contagious, if it's an aerosol or in the air. What they do know is if you get it, it can kill you.
672. Ring 755 East 80th Street. 755 East 80th Street. 50 miles to a male black was following him. He's dark complected, heavy set, wearing dark clothes.
They did get to kill him. They just left the justice part out.
Everything was taken away with COVID. And just to think, winter is coming.